Hey guys, Mrs. Neely here. Today we are going to learn how to make homemade funnel cakes because our theme has been the carnival / circus type thing, and both things they sell lots of funnel cakes there. So the first thing you're going to need is, it says to use a shallow skillet or pan. I love to deep fry stuff in a wok, and so if you have one of those, they're very handy. And you're just going to pour a little bit of oil till you have about 1 to 2 inches of oil on the bottom. You're going to turn the stove on and get it heating. Make sure that you have your parents' help and their permission before you start doing this. And so while the oil is heating up, we are going to mix up our recipe. And the ingredients that you're going to need, you're going to need 1 1/3 cup of self-rising flour. So let's add that. So you should have received a bag of dried goods, and one of them will be self-rising flour. So you're going to add 1 1/3 cups. Hi, Preston. Say hi, Preston. Yeah, level it off. So there's 1. We're going to add our third of a cup. And then there's our 1 1/3. No, oh, you're going to be fine. Go play. Okay, and then you're going to need 1 egg and 1 cup of milk. We're going to get our milk, do 1 cup.
No, I'm hungry now.
Okay, you're going to have to wait. Okay, and then we have our egg. Make sure before you start doing anything that you wash your hands very well. Should always be the first thing you do once you're in the kitchen.
Okay now.
No, leave alone. Get back. Get your hand out of there. Get away. Okay, and then you're going to need 4 tablespoons of sugar. So we got our tablespoon here. It's the biggest one. Get our sugar. That's just up.
Get 2.
Level it off. There's 1.
Get 2.
There's 2, 3, and 4. There we have 4 tablespoons of sugar. Okay. And then the recipe calls for a dash of vanilla. So we're just gonna add, whoop, that was probably more than a dash. We got a little wild with that. And we're going to take our whisk and we're going to whisk everything together.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah. You making food?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why, Mama?
Making funnel cakes.
Cakes?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Gotta whisk it nice. Okay, cool play. Gotta whisk it nice and well and get all of the lumps out of there and get it nice and smooth.
I want applesauce now. No applesauce now. Wait a minute. What's that? I want apple juice.
Okay, you're gonna have to wait a minute. Okay, you guys, I'm going to share my screen with you, and it actually has the recipe on here if you would like to see that while we're making it. There, it shows all of our ingredients. We have our 1 1/3 cup self-rising flour, 1 egg, 1 cup of milk, 4 tablespoons of sugar, a dash of vanilla. I got a little wild with mine. Let's hope it doesn't mess it up. And oil for cooking it, and powdered sugar that goes on the top of it. And then this just tells you what you're gonna do. Okay, and you should have also received a funnel in your bag of supplies.
Don't look now. Look.
Okay, so we have our oil heating up over here. One thing that you can use to tell if something is ready when you're frying stuff, you can take the end of a wooden spoon, like just regular wooden spoon, and you can put the little round end right here, you can put that in. Just put it in the middle of the oil, and if it starts fizzing up around the edge of the spoon, then you're good to go. You're ready to start putting food in. Ours is not quite ready yet, so we have just a few more minutes. But make sure when you guys are getting ready to cook, you should have a pair of tongs or something that you can use to flip the funnel cake with. That way it doesn't just cook on one side. You have to flip it over so it can cook on both sides evenly. Okay, ours is starting to fizz around the edge of the handle. So I think we're ready to get going. So if you don't have a funnel for some reason, what are you doing? Okay, if you have a funnel, that is great. If for some reason you misplaced yours or you didn't get one, you can always put this batter into a Ziploc bag and just cut the little tip of it off at the bottom of the Ziploc bag, and you can just squeeze it in here, and you're gonna make fun little designs with your funnel cake. Oh, I need that. What am I doing? Hold it over your funnel and slowly pour it through there. And it cooks pretty quickly. For some reason, mine's not wanting to go through my funnel. It might be a little thick. So we might be better off with a Ziploc bag. We're gonna try that next. I gotta wash my hands. So it cooks up really quickly, so you don't want to let it get out of control. So I'm already flipping mine because it's golden brown and you can see it. Ziploc bag. Really little. Okay, then you want to have a paper plate on a, or not a paper plate, a paper towel on a plate. That way you can take it out of the oil and let it drain some excess oil off of it and cool off just a little bit. Okay, spit.
You done?
No, I'm not done. Can you go play until I'm done?
Mm? 1, 2, 4.
Okay, go play. Go play. Go play. Okay, I have to go find some scissors. Give me just one quick second.
You say my mom
Okay, so our funnel did not work very well, so instead I just put some in a little Ziploc bag, taking some scissors, and I'm just gonna cut just the tip of the corner off. And I'm gonna squeeze that in. Hopefully that works better. Oh, that works a lot better. So with the funnel, we just had little small trickle pieces because for some reason the batter was like too thick to go through there. Okay, remember it cooks very quickly, so I'm gonna go ahead and move it around with my tongs while it's cooking. You need to get juice, and then I'm gonna use my tongs to flip it over. It's already getting golden brown. Stop hitting the refrigerator. Looks about done. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And here's our funnel cake. And we're going to let it drain on the paper towel for just a minute. And it'll kind of harden up just a little bit more while it's on the paper towel. Put another one in. This actually makes quite a few funnel cakes. And while it is cooling, you can go ahead, if you have a sifter, perfect. I don't know where mine's at. My kids put stuff everywhere. But just get some powdered sugar. You should have got some powdered sugar. Just take it and just sprinkle it over the top of your funnel cake.
Pickle.
You want a pickle?
Yeah. Right here.
Okay, stop resting. And then this is our final product. We have a nice little funnel cake. And hopefully your family gets involved and you can help and cook it, make for them, and it'll be a family staple.
Pickle.
No,
Pickle.
no, I'm not getting you a pickle right now. Okay. And I will see you guys next time.